Namaste to all of you. Today's topic is fat tissue. We all know that there are 7 tissues in our body. We call that dhatus. And fat tissue is fourth in a row. So, first one is plasma, then comes blood, then muscles, and after that comes fat tissue. It means that muscle tissue nourishes fat tissue, and fat tissue it nourishes itself, and a portion of this fat tissue is going to feed the next one, and that one is bone tissue. So fat tissue has got lot of function in our body, but important one is oiling and lubricating that is required for joints movement, and that we know there is kapha function. That's why we can say if kapha is increasing, fat is also going to increase, and if kapha is going to decrease, then fat tissue is also going to decrease. And the channels that carries this fat tissue in our body, that starts from our kidney. These are 2 in numbers. We have got 2 kidneys. And its place, of course, fat is everywhere. It's a subcutaneous layer deep to the skin. You can find it almost everywhere, but mostly it's spreading around the joints, and it has got sub-dhatu, secondary tissue of fat, that we call ligaments. And ligaments are meant to keep muscles, bones, and nerves in a compact position, to bind them. And now, if Meda is increased pathologically by having fault in metabolism or by having more fat intake, then we have got extra shine, extra glow. Then lower abdomen is going to grow, difficult in breathing, bad smell in respiration, and then we see that breast is going to get bigger size, abdomen is going to get bigger size, because there it gets accumulated. If pathologically your fat is going to decrease, or by less intake of fat, then there will be no lubrication. There will be cracking sounds in the joints. There will be tiredness. And then one can develop osteoarthritis in early age. And one thing is very, very important to mention here, that our sensory organs, they function normal, optimal, with the help of fat only. You know that there is a sort of myelin sheet decreased in the fat tissue, that myelin sheet is also decreased. Then we are going to have neurological problem. Then our sensory organs won't be function optimal. So fat is then very, very important for neurological functions. Like nowadays we see that new age diseases like Parkinson, MS, multiple sclerosis, and lot more neurological problems are seen nowadays, because people, they are not having complete diet. In complete diet, we have got carbohydrate, protein, fats. These all are needed. And these all 3, carbohydrates, proteins, and fat, they have got important role to play. Not for nothing we are taking. We are taking because it has to do a typical job in our body. In Ayurveda, fat is considered as a rich source of energies. Of course, we get energies from carbohydrate, from protein, but fat is very, very rich source. And you see, carbohydrate, we get 4 calories out of 1 gram. Protein also. If we take 1 gram, we'll be getting 4 calories. But fat is going to give you more than double. Same amount of fat, 1 gram, is going to give you about 9 calories. So it's more than double. So that's why in our body we have to have storage of fat in case of emergency, in case of starvation, in case of any chronic disease. Because in chronic diseases, our digestion gets very, very weak. And then food is not being digested. Then one survives from the energy what is stored in the body. And that stored energy is, in fact, this fat tissue. So we have got adipose tissue, they are composed of different fats, and that is, in fact, the fat storage in the body. So, Meda Dhatu or fat tissue, one should understand that is fat storage to be used in daily life for lubricating and doing its job, but its hidden agenda is that it provides energy in the emergencies, in starvation, in chronic diseases. So one has to have complete diet wherein fat plays an important role. So I think I made my point clear. So now you know which food you have to take and why you have to take, why it's so important. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. See you in next lesson.